everyone, it's Mrs. Summer here to talk about lesson 603, Systems of Equations, Substitution Method. In this lesson, students will be able to solve a system of equations using substitution. If you recall, a system of equations is a set of equations that is graphed on the same graph. They have an intersection point, the point on the graph where the two equations intersect. This is your solution to the system, and your answer must be written as a coordinate point unless it is a word problem. So the substitution method works by solving one of the equations, you choose which one, for one of the variables, and then plugging this answer back into the other equation. You solve the new equation and then substitute that answer into the other equation to solve for the other variable. So that's really confusing. A lot of words, and probably doesn't make much sense to you, so we're going to go over a few examples. So it says, solve the following system. Y equals x plus 6, and y equals 2x. So your step one is to check to see if one equation is already solved for a variable. If not, pick an equation and solve for one variable. So if you look, this is already solved for one variable, because y equals 2x. We're already telling you that y equals 2x. So then the next step is to, in this example, y is already solved. So I don't need to do some operations in order to solve for one variable. Step two is insert it into another equation. So what I'm going to do is take this and plug it in here. So where I see a y in this equation, I'm going to plug in a 2x. So I have 2x equals x plus 6. Step 3 is to solve the equation. So x is equal to 6. Step 4 is to take this answer here and substitute it back in to one of the equations. So you could have you can substitute it back into this equation or this equation. It doesn't matter. I'm going to choose to put it back into this equation, so y equals 2x. And when I do that, I get y is equal to 2 times 6, so y is equal to 12. The next step is to write your answer as a coordinate point. Unless it's a word problem, then answer the question being asked. So as a coordinate point, I write it as 6, 12. Here's a different example. Solve the following system by substitution. Write your answer as a coordinate point. So here I have x minus y is equal to negative 6, and 6x minus 3y is equal to negative 9. So in this one, neither equation is solved for one variable, so I have to solve one first. So I chose to solve this equation first. So when I did that, I got x is equal to y minus 6. Now I'm going to insert it into the other equation. I'm going to insert it into there. And when I do so, I get, this is the original equation, 6x minus 3y equals negative 9. And then I have 6 times the quantity of y minus 6 minus 3y equals negative 9. And when I distribute that 6, I get 6y minus 36 minus 3y equals negative 9. The next step is to solve that equation. So that was the equation. I get 3y minus 36 when I combine like terms equals negative 9. When I add 36 to both sides, I get 3y is equal to 27. And then I get y is equal to 9. My next step is to substitute your answer into the first equation. So I'm going to take this answer and plug it in to this equation. I get x minus y is equal to negative 6, x minus 9 is equal to negative 6, x is equal to 3. And then write your answer as a coordinate point. So as a coordinate point, my answer is 3, negative 9. So you try this following substitution problem. In the interest of keeping these videos a little bit shorter than they were first quarter, I'm just going to give you all of this problems worked out with steps that you can pause and look at and review and check your work. And then if you have any questions regarding these Edpuzzle questions that you try, please come back into our Google Meet and ask those questions, and I can go over them with you, quote unquote, live. Here's another example for you trying. So you try this one as well. And again, here's the work from the you try video all worked out with each step. So remember to pause it and look and check your answer, check your work to see if you got it correct.